Joy Guru. I am Amalendu Chatterjee. I am an ex-associate professor and a SPR. Do subscribe to this channel of mine, namely Anukul Kotha, if you like my content and deliberation. I would like to request your good self to comment also so that I can be enriched. Today, I would like to cite some strange happenings in the life of a disciple, namely Balkrishna Kapur. Let me tell the happenings at first. Now, the first happening, you see, Balkrishna Kapur was born in 1920 at Lahore, presently situated at Pakistan. He got himself initiated by the holy name of Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha on 12 June 1950. And for the first time when he went to meet Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha and wanted to know how would he lead his new life in English, Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha immediately replied in English that follow the footsteps of Lord Krishna, move in the way of Chanakya, but with active devotion like Hanuman. And I must say that though Balkrishna Kapur was an ordinary disciple, but then he had an extraordinary quality, that is his active devotion like Hanuman towards Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha. He had an inflexible faith in Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha. I think the strongest asset of Balkrishna Kapur was his unfailing and strong conviction in Sri Thakur Anukul Kotha. That's for sure. And as a matter of fact, the happening that I am going to tell you, it has a predominant role, of this particular untottering faith, of this particular, I would like to say, unfailing and inflexible faith in his Guru. Once he had to stay at Bangalore. One of his sons started business at Bangalore. So therefore, he had to stay there for a couple of times. Once while he was staying there, he had a heart attack. And there was a renowned physician named Dr. Pai who advised him to get himself immediately admitted in a nursing home. And accordingly, Kapur got himself admitted in that particular nursing home. And every morning, Dr. Pai used to visit him. But after 3 to 4 days, what happened actually, a kind of continuous hiccups, you see, I would like to say, grabbed Balkrishna Kapur. In other words, Balkrishna Kapur, you see, was in continuous hiccup. And you see, seeing this, Dr. Pai was speedily losing hope. And not only that, after 3 days, he was very candid to say that Mr. Kapur, you see, I am now praying for you. You see, I didn't pray for any patient beforehand or before, but now for the first time I am praying for you, Mr. Kapur. So even after 6 days of continuous hiccups, one day Balkrishna Kapur felt that Thakurji came to him and said, see, what has happened? Nothing is wrong with you. Get up from your bed. And then on that very night, that 6 days continuous hiccup stopped. And then on the next morning when Dr. Pai came to visit him, he saw that Balkrishna Kapur was seated on the bed. Seeing this, Dr. Pai was pleasantly surprised and said, what exactly happened to you? And then Kapur said that I am now cured because of your prayer. Then Dr. Pai said, so Lord has listened my prayer. And then after 2 days, Balkrishna Kapur got absolutely cured. And by the permission of the doctor, he was fit enough to travel from Bangalore to Kolkata. He came back to his own town. This is the happening. Now, some questions would naturally arise. Was it only the faith alone that cured him? This is the question. And now the answer is, after all, it is the fact, because you see that particular hiccup was absolutely stopped. You see, and that hiccup never did appear in his whole lifetime. So after all, it is after all clear that yes, he was absolutely cured from that particular disease, that is particular hiccup. And then not only that, that he was fully cured is evident by the fact that within 2 days he was fit enough to travel from Bangalore to Kolkata, such a long distance. So there can be there cannot be any suspicion for that. But then another question would naturally arise that Kapurda, as he has stated, that that he felt that Thakurji came and said that nothing is wrong with you, get up from bed. Was it a complete illusion? This is also a question. After all, he didn't see Thakurji in his own eyes, he felt like that. Now this is again a very difficult question to answer. I do not know, but then I can tell you that I know at least a dozen of devotees who had more than one interaction with Balkrishna Kapurda, and Balkrishna Kapurda narrated this story, time and again to those devotees. Some of them are still living. So I cannot say that this didn't happen. Anyway, now I would not like to give any scientific explanation to strengthen this particular argument that faith alone cured this, because I do not know it. Because if I want to give some forceful scientific explanation, then that would be simply counterproductive. But one thing I know it for certain, that Balkrishna Kapurda had an I would like to say untottering faith, inflexible faith and strong conviction in his guru. That's for sure. And let me discuss another happening, in the life of Balkrishna Kapur. At that point of time, he was staying at Delhi. I think that it was on 2003, on the month of April. He got admitted in the hospital for a particular ailment, and the doctor found a stone in his gallbladder, and they advised him to get that operated. However, Balkrishna Kapurda actually did not do that. He was he was treated by homeopathic medicine. However, after 6 months or so, he again felt the pain and got admitted in the hospital, and there ultrasonography found that a kind of shadow was found in the spleen, and then that doctor, Dr. Uppal, I would like to say, the name was Dr. Uppal, he suggested to take a CT scan, and the CT scan revealed nodes in the spleen, in the abdomen, and also in the left auxiliary arm. And then Kapurda got a biopsy done, and it confirmed that Kapurda had a low grade of cancer, and he got himself admitted in the Dharamsala Cancer Hospital, Delhi, where Dr. Nandi, he was the medical oncologist, he checked him and said that this cancer spread to grade 4 level. So he needed chemotherapy, and Balkrishna Kapurda was exposed for 4 chemotherapies after a gap of 20 days. But then he endured the after effect of the chemotherapy most peacefully. This is the strange happening, because the doctor himself told him that you would have to feel a strong an excruciating pain. But then Kapurda, he however endured that pain with rather pleasure, not absolute pleasure I must say, but however he was strong enough to bear that pain. So the matter is simply this. But then one may well argue that if the grace of his guru was so strong, then why Balkrishna Kapurda got cancer at all? The answer is very simple. That is, after all, at that point of time, Kapurda was 83 years old, 83 years running. So therefore, disease would crop up. This is as simple as that. Had it not been cancer, it would have been other diseases. What differences would it make? So therefore, a person has to bear the troubles, the pain, the agony associated with the diseases. But the matter is simply this: how would you tackle the situation? Here lies the importance. In this case, I would like to say that Kapurda tackled the situation most efficiently, because he took everything you see, peacefully. Therefore, he had not, you see, he did not go, or rather he did not, you see, he did not like to endure such pain. But after all, not that agony, pain, or you can say excruciating pain was not associated with his disease. Yes, all of them were pain was there, but he had the courage, he had the you can say he had the stamina to endure that pain. This is here lies the you can say the mystery. You see, because you see, while he was exposing himself with chemotherapy, it is stated that he was repeating his name, repeating the holy name, and he was watching the picture of his love Lord within the mirror of his mind. And this particular technique helped him to endure that particular excruciating pain. So how? This is the matter. So in this respect, I would like to say 2 lines I would like to say of a great sadhak, Ram Prasad, where he has written a song like this, that is in Bengali it is like this, that is rog jane ar shorir jane mon tumi anande thako. That is, it is an affair between disease and body, but may mind remain in absolute bliss. This is the statement of this sadhak Ram Prasad. Now what does it mean actually? That is, if you can shift your mind from the place of occurrence of pain to elsewhere where you can put your love Lord, then it is possible that you will feel less amount of pain, at least less amount of pain. See, and here I can recall a story stated none other than Sri Thakur himself. One day, and it is stated in Alochana Prasange, a conversational book where we can get it. You see, one day Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra had a bad toothache, and as you all know that, you see, the pain of toothache is very difficult to endure, and same is the case with Sri Thakur also. He was also feeling that particular excruciating pain, but then he was singing a particular song. The song was not very easy to comprehend after all, but then it was clear that he was trying to shift his focus, shift his mind from the place of occurrence of pain to another place, that is to that particular song. You see, and seeing this, and on that particular place there were Sudhanshuda, his son-in-law, and then other women like Maya Mashima, Kalidasima, etc. See, all of them were smiling to see this particular peculiar disguise of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. And then seeing this, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra told them a story. He said that I had a cousin named Haridas. You see, Haridas had an impish habit of shouting the whole day with a particular name. For example, one day he shouted like telling like Kali, Kali like this, and then on another day he shouted telling, you see, la la la, illallah like this. It was very irritating as a matter of fact, and my mother used to beat him with a heavy stick to restrict him from doing such. But then I saw that Haridas, even when when my mother was beating him, he was shouting with that particular name. One day I asked him that why, when my mother beats you, why do you take such disguise? Then he said, well, aunt will definitely punish, but then why should I abandon? Why should I shun my enjoyment? Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra said, why? How? Then said, if I remain mum, during beating, then it would, you see, I would feel more pain. But then if I shout something, then I would feel less pain. This is the statement. This is the explanation of that particular Haridas, the cousin brother of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. And it is a fact, after all. Here is the case, that is Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra is trying to shift his focus of mind from the place of occurrence of pain, that is in this case the facial region, that is the tooth. You can say I would like to say the teeth, I would like to say, but then from a place that is where he was singing that particular song. But then remember, while he was singing a particular song, that has interlink with spirituality. How? This is the matter. You see, that is the reason why after telling this particular story, he said, or he gave a motto. In Bengali it is like this, that is, ভোলের সাথে থাকলে ভাব তবেই কিন্তু তোমার লাভ ভাব ছাড়া ভোল যেন ছাউনি ছাড়া ঢোল. A very peculiar motto, but fact. The essence of this motto is more or less like this, that if you if you take that particular disguise which has interlink with spirituality, then it is your profit. Then you are definitely profitable. But then if your disguise has no connection with spirituality, then it is just like a drum without that particular leather cover. That is, it is of absolutely no use. It amounts to nothing virtually. This is the statement of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. So therefore, so it is possible, and I myself have witnessed this particular test, because while I was treating my particular disease associated with my teeth, the doctor was treating me, and the treatment lasted for almost 45 minutes actually, and I was feeling I was feeling extreme irritation, and in order to I would like to forget that particular irritation, I tried to shift my focus from the place of occurrence of irritation to a place, particularly to that the middle portion of my forehead, that is known as Agga Chakra, where I put my guru Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra at that particular place, and I was trying to repeat the holy name, and I was trying to watch the picture of my love Lord, and in the process I must say that I felt less amount of irritation, less amount of pain, that's for sure. But the greater you can shift your mind from your body, but particularly from the place of the occurrence of the disease, the more you will feel less pain, less agony, that's for sure. So this is after all a practical spirituality. I would like to say, you can say an applied spirituality I would like to say. So therefore Kapurda actually employed, rather I would like to say Kapurda exploited this particular applied spirituality. This is my humble opinion, and I would like to say that or you can say in conclusion, what I would like to say, that you see, Kapurda had inflexible faith in Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. He had, or you can say his strongest asset was his strong conviction and unfailing faith in Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. And in this present atmosphere of hopes and despairs, I would like to say, you see, here is a man in flesh and blood, I would like to say, who has witnessed this particular, or you can say the effect of this particular firm faith, or you can say this particular, you see, if you have firm conviction, if you have unfalling and untottering faith in your guru, then everything is possible. But then it is very, very difficult. Don't try to use it so that it is not that you will try it and you will think that you will be cured from the disease, not actually so. But then you should apply this. You see, as I have already stated, that it's not very easy. It is not that you would suddenly develop a kind of untottering faith in your guru. It's not really so. It's not really so easy. It is very, very difficult. But then try to employ this particular applied spirituality if you can. At least to a certain extent, you will be profitable. This much I can say. But then this is just I would like to say just a weak interpretation of mine to explain this particular strange happening. I do not know actually. But then, as Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra himself has stated, that there is nothing like supernatural phenomenon. You see, there is always a cause and effect relationship for every cause and action. So therefore, being a disciple of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, I am not ready to accept anything supernatural. I do not believe that anything supernatural occurred in case of Balakrishna Kapur. No, as a matter of fact, it was quite normal actually. Yes, I cannot explain the scientific causal mechanism for this particular remedy, but then there is definitely the scientific causal mechanism. I do not know it. Maybe future scientists, they may reveal this particular, they may unravel the particular mystery. And in the meantime, I would like to request yourselves also, as a matter of fact, all of you, to ponder over this matter or ponder over these happenings and try to unravel the mysteries behind these seemingly supernatural but inevitable happenings. So live in love, joy.